college football season begins, everybody hopes to be a national champion.
The 12-team college football playoff is here.
Judgment Day is here.
College football playoffs.
So that's the thing here. You know, it started with 133 teams vying for one of these coveted 12 spots for this 12-team playoff.
First Company's Happy New Year. What is happening? The Pool Boys are back, baby. That's right. We are live in action this week. You missed us with just the email the last week, but we are here in the flesh to recap your college football playoff pool. This is epic. Things have not gone as planned. Things have not gone as you predicted, but it's going to be awesome anyway. There's still plenty of action to be played. Let's take a look at some headlines so far.
Arian Smith, Christian Guay kind of squatting there, thinking the route's going to be underneath. You can't do that against one of the best on the clock.
Singleton, great straight! In the launch, right down the middle. Smith is wide open, too easy.
Levitt.
That ball's intercepted! It is intercepted! Makuma seals
So
it!
we got 12 teams this year. That's right, we bumped it up to 12, and it has been wild. And already we probably saw the best bowl game of this playoff between Texas and Arizona State. It was a wild back and forth. First we thought Texas was going to run away with it. Arizona comes storming back on the back of Scatterbro. And oh my gosh, there was a doink at the end of regulation, but Texas pulls it out for the most exciting game so far.
Double OT, incredible. All right, and with my go-to karaoke song, how about this? This is the first season we've got buys for teams. The 4 teams got a bye in the first week, and all 4 of them lost their first game in the playoff. Bye. That's right. That's me, in sync, no strings attached. Me, know what I'm doing. Get the rope going. That's me every single time. So you got Georgia, you got Oregon, you had Boise State, you had Arizona State, all had a bye this round. They got knocked off in their first games. Bye.
If anyone's seen Mufasa, bye. Anyway, and then one more headline is 2 of the biggest favorites from this pool are gone because a lot of you picked Oregon, a lot of you picked Georgia. Both gone. The number 1 and the number 2 ranked teams in this playoff are out. So a lot of champions are gone. We might have to check to see those standings to see where we are.
Standings, you say?
Yeah.
I've got your standings.
What?
How about this? We got a 2-way tie.
Hey-o.
Kitty and Stark's Fighting Irish have nailed this pool. They correctly picked bye, because they are obviously NSYNC fans, and they correctly picked every single matchup so far, and they've got their champions remaining. It's coming down to Texas and Notre Dame for these 2, all right? So they've got 64 points. They've got 128 possible. It's going to be down to the wire for that one. You got Chris, Kyle Siegert, and Matt Sink tied in 3rd place. They got 56 points. They had 8 correct picks in the first round. They got them all. They got 3 of the 4 in the second round. Very respectable. Well done. But they all picked Oregon to win the whole thing. You're done. Get out of here. And then tied for 6th, Ryan Paulson, Katie Mitchell, Taylor Lee, 52 points, 7 correct picks in the first round, 3 correct picks in the second round. Looking really good. Paulson's got Texas. Katie and Taylor have Notre Dame. We'll see what happens there. Anybody's ball game.
Those ranks still, so watch out for those bottom 3 in the top 10. We all knew T. Starks was going to pick the Irish, so good on him. Lucky for them Irish. All right, now it's time to hand out some lovely hardware in this college football playoff. And our first badge is called Duck Hunting. And this is going out to everybody who took Oregon to win it all. We all remember the classic game. You bring the gun right up to the screen to get those dang ducks. Brutus didn't have to do that. They just demolished him from the get-go. He was just lying back there with his little and Nintendo blaster, just doing all the dirty work. So unfortunately for Brad Claver, Chris, Jason Beek, Jenny, Ken Bailey, Kyle Seeger, Matt Sink, The Jeffer, Cody Booms, My Sweet Rin, well, get them next year. We'll get them next year. 8 Gort 17, Bobby H, New Kid on the Block, Reynolds, Schrader, Jason Nibblink, Scott Steenwick, Matt Zimmerman, Big T Kerr 11, and Haley LeCount. They all got shot by Brutus. He's holding up his trophies. Duck hunted.
Will not be a three-peat for Sweet Rin, we should mention. Will not be a three-peat. Not this time, Lynn Bolek. All right, our next badge is called the Scatman. I'm doing this because that's Cam Scataboo. Scataboo, they kept calling him. He's only got 1 O at the end of his name. I don't know. I guess that's how you say it. Either way, iconic song from my high school days, Scatman. coming back at you. These are the folks who took Arizona State to win that matchup against Texas. They almost did. It was almost a bold call. It was a great call. Didn't work out for you. Big T, Kerr 11, Dan, Haley LeCount, Manny, Schroeder, and Taylor Lee. Manny actually had Scatman, Cam Scatabo, Arizona State winning the whole thing. So sorry about your luck there, Manny. We also had him taking the bye over Georgia. So who listens to Manny?
Who listens? Nobody. First of all, when you did this, I thought you were doing your classic Katniss Everdeen again.
That's what Scatabo does.
And do you remember the movie Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins? And that song famously played in it? It was a great scene. No? Anybody?
No.
We're going to
No.
play it. It's spectacular. Go see that movie. Martin Lawrence was like the king of the 90s and early 2000s. It was
True.
spectacular.
True.
Blue Streak, another great movie.
Yeah, that was
I'll
good.
get off my Martin Lawrence train. It was a great time. Great time to be alive. All right. It's our final badge of this week is going to be called Make Bowls Great Again. And this is going out to one Haley LeCount because you know what? I think she just preferred the old playoff where it was just picking 4 teams and just go from there. Because if you look at her bracket, there's a lot of red. And actually, now that I think about it, maybe that's why she just likes the color red. You know, getting things wrong, the red hat, make bowls great again. So Haley, you get this prestigious badge. You didn't have a great Final Four. You got none of them right. But hey, hardware. That's all that matters, right?
You got a badge. That's all that matters. I will real quickly caveat that I love that no one in this pool picked Ohio State or Penn State to win the whole thing. That's the deep run
Michigan's
hatred
not in
in the great state of Michigan.
Michigan's not in it. No Big Ten school could win. But
Definitely
I
not Ohio
guess some
State.
people did pick Oregon. But that's like the new Big Ten. It's too much.
It doesn't count.
We digress. First companies, the Final Four is set. It is wild. College football is bringing the heat. We are loving it. We don't have the top 4 seeds. That's all right. But we can't wait to see how the rest unfolds. Watch out for T-Starks to the Irish. So, until next time, the Pool Boys on.